this time. But what we come and do out here, me and Tucker Dog, is come and upgrade the solar system, guys. Well, you know, about a year ago, I got them Redodo batteries. You know, they had me do a little testing thing on a video for them. And I like that one battery so much that I bought 3 more. So I got 4 of those Redodo batteries on my system. But this go around, what we're going to update, we're going to get rid of, I got a 3500 watt inverter running this thing right now. And I got a 60 amp charge controller. But what we're going to replace all that with is one Redodo 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter charger. So that thing gonna take care of everything. It's got automatic switches on it, where it automatically detects if it's got the shore power, generator power, to turn the battery, the inverter power off. And when you don't have the shore power, it automatically turns the inverter back on. So I'm replacing 3 things with one tool right there, one part. I'm pretty excited because them Redodo guys, oh man, I'm happy with them. And if your Pop say you're happy with something, Pop's happy with something. And y'all can go for it, without a doubt. All right, guys, here we go. We got one remote control panel. Does all your controls. You know, we're gonna mount that on the wall because when we're gonna get to where we're gonna mount the inverter, we're not gonna be able to get to it. And from the inverter to the remote switch, we got the home run cable, or some people call it the remote cable. I call it the home run cable. We got the covers that go over the back of the inverter wires after you connect it to the battery. We got some anchors to mount the inverter if you're mounting in a CMAT or whatever, because it's got like and we got a flat blade screwdriver for making adjustments. We got some heat string and some copper wire connectors, like half a dozen of each. And we got the plastic mounting hardware and the screws to mount the remote control. So the only thing it doesn't come with the wires to connect it to your battery, but I have those on my other system. And I need to check and see if I have some wire, because I'm about to wire this thing into the outlet that I have in there for the charging now, for the charging part of this thing to be able to work when I'm running the generators. So well, to get a better look at the inverter, here we go, guys. It even comes with how you set out all these switches and everything on it, where it's supposed to be at for whatever kind of voltage current you got. And on the back you got your 2 ports for your battery connectors. And you got your control panel right here that's mounted to the inverter itself. And here they got a whole system of different color lights that tell you everything that's happening with it. You know, just see if I can put that like it. And there we go. And on this side, oh, that didn't sound good. We got a regular plug, but under here we got that's what we're gonna connect our main wires to the houseboat at. We got the AC input and the AC output. So we're not even gonna worry about that. We're just gonna leave that on the side. And it's got a couple breaker switches on it that I hope I never have issues with, because like I said, where I'm putting that at, it ain't gonna be easy to get to. But I think it's gonna be all right, though. But, I guess what we're gonna start at, we're gonna pull this cover off right here and see about hooking our 110 side up for the charger port. Open it up, see what we need in there. There we go. And what I did, had a old extension cord laying around because I forgot to bring my wire for the other thing. So I'm gonna use it to make my connections on it. It's right here, prep back. Not that much, we don't want to go too much with it. Neutral. Ground. And a loop. I'm gonna use this here. But is it going to crimp down tight enough to do what we need to do? So, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be all right. Yeah. All right, well, I got some little piece rakes. I'm gonna go inside, get out the wind, and put these bad boys on. Then I'm gonna come back out and make that connection. That's a lot better right there. Okay, get that in place right there. All right, we'll start off with these little small screws out first. Then we come back and torque it down with the other one. And back this up. Back it up. There we go. There's our ground. Back this one up. There we go. There's our load. And our neutral. All right. Well, we got that part done. I guess our next move is gonna get inside of there and start taking things apart, get the other equipment out, and get this bad boy back in. Yeah. She's sure a pretty one. Let's go get that done. Well, had to make me another cup of coffee, guy. Nice cool weather out here. All right, get this stove out. All right, here we go. Let's see. That come out of there. Yeah, it comes out of there. Come out like that. Put it back. There. There we go. Now we can see where we at. That's what we got going on, guys. We're gonna that inverter right there, 3500 watt. We're gonna pull it out. It's converter right there, that battery charger deal. That's coming out. We don't. That's two things right there getting replaced, and it also has an automatic switch. The little black deal in the corner back there. That little thing back here. That's I'm gonna keep it in there for the two generators and keep all that stuff separated, but don't need it no more because that Redodo has all that built into it. So we are yanking one inverter, a charger, and an automatic switch, and gonna replace it with one. So let me get that undone. I should have took my measurement to make sure that I got clean, but I think it's gonna be all right. So I'm gonna get the yank of that stuff out. I almost forgot. I better turn that thing off before I go using that thing. Go electrocute myself. All right. Well, we're gonna turn off over here. Disconnect the home run cable. That's how we're gonna match up with the other. Similar, but not quite. We'll turn it off right there and make sure it's off right there too. Yeah. All right. So we gotta pull all these out. I guess I better fix them in a way that they don't touch each other. What I did? Why that's coming back on? That shouldn't be coming back on. What happened, guys? Something going on. I did power off. I need to turn off the solar panels too. That's got to be turned off. We don't need that live. We go. I think we got that couple breakers on that. That one off. That one off. There we go. Got them off. Generator kind of cut up there a minute, so I'm gonna let it run just a little bit longer before I shut the rest of the power off on the inverter system. All right, well, we're gonna start by disconnecting this ground right here. Get that screw out. That one out. All right. This one hooks up like it's supposed to be, with the ground in the middle. Must remember that, because it will come time to put that together. It'll be so tight up in here. Look like this thing is ready to come out of there. Let me get it out. Yeah, no, definitely don't weigh no 50 pounds. All right, get some wires out of there. There we go. What we're going to need to do now is go check the other inverter and see if the wires are going to work on it, because I sure didn't think about how that was connected on that side. Well, worst come to worst, I got them wires that can go to the inverter. These will go to the charger. I can take them back off. All right, we're okay. We're okay. Good. All right, let me get that off on the other side over there. Need a ½ inch. All right. That off. All right, let me see if I get my home run cable in place. Gotta run it to a different location. So we're gonna come through. Tell you what, this thing is a beast. All right, get it there. You move out the way. All right. Let's see if it's actually gonna fit or not. All right. Okay. Now to get them other wires in place. Go ahead. Should probably plug that in right there for now. Get that out of the way. All right. I made my wire for that a little bit long, but oh well, it's gonna be all right. Whew. All right. Get these in place. We got a neutral, a load, and a ground. All right, guys, what I end up doing is using these little crimp connectors they got, because I can't get that little screw thing to tighten down on the low wire. The low wire keeps flipping off to the side. So what I did, I put a little small bend in the end of that wire just to make sure that it don't try to come out. All right, we got our power in, a 110 in and a 110 out. We gotta get the 12-volt side connected up. Let's see where we're gonna put that. And I gotta watch my clearance. Make sure we got enough for the ventilation. See, if I put it a little bit crooked like that, it might work. But I just realized I put the battery wires on there, and I forgot to put the solar charging wires on it. So I take that off and put those back together. Oh well. It wouldn't be my job if I wasn't doing it 4 times. Alright guys, do or die. Make the connection, see what's going to happen. We either going to explode or hopefully we'll be alright. Alright, that did good. Put the nut on there. Alright, that's connected. Let's see what's going to happen. We're going to hit the power. What we got going on? Nice lights blink. We got green light on, inverter on. Sound like the refrigerator run. Yeah, and let's go see what we got going on over here. And we got power right there, but we don't have power right there on that thing. Okay. Well, we ain't got power on that thing. That should be on. Oh, I didn't hook up that, oh man, forgot to hook up that wire for that gauge. Well, let me take it back apart again, guys, and put that wire on. We're gonna be back and check it out. Now we got it. All that working like it's supposed to. What we gotta do now is test out the charging side of it and see what happens with it. I gotta cut the generator up to do that, and check out the remote control, make sure it works. And if all that's good, we're gonna put the stove back in. And after we put that stove back in, we're gonna mount that remote control on the bedroom side, because I ain't gonna be able to get that thing to fit where that was at. That was a lot smaller, but no biggie. So I run my wire around, I got a place to put it. So guys, I'm gonna get all that checked out. And alright guys, so everything seemed to be working. Right now I got the generator running, and I got that box right there live. So it told the inverter to turn off the inverter power, put it on grid power, and get the fast charging going. We got that you can see over here, charging pretty good. Now the next problem that I got is that the switch on the inverter part needs to be in the off position in order for this to work. And I forgot about that when I put the stove and all that back in. So after I screw this down, I got to pull that stove out. Hopefully I can just undo the 4 screws and slide it out a little bit, and reach down there and hit that switch, because the switch is on the top. Hopefully that's gonna be the case, and I gotta connect that wire and zip tie them all the way around, get all that nice and neat in there. And and after that, we should be done. Say we should. Yep. We got power. Battery's at 13.1 volt, 117 amp. And we got a timer going on that I think after that timer, once that timer gets to, I don't remember what it is, but it's gonna turn all that off where the lights stay off where it's not running. They help save on the battery. Well guys, just a recap on everything. And with Redodo is unlike other people, they underrate their equipment. You know, they got 100 amp hour batteries at 101, 102 amp hours, sometimes a little more than that. They got this 3000 watt inverter. I ain't checked to see if on that part of it, but it's got like a 9000 watt. I think for 10 seconds you're good. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And well, the battery charge on this thing, on this part of it, is supposed to be 40 amp, and it's putting out 42.8 amps on that part of it. So unlike everybody else got Redodo, they underrate that stuff. So you definitely getting what they say you're gonna get.